Hey guys, so just had to start this one over because I tried to pee while I was doing this and I messed up and got pee on not on the seat, but on the thing under the seat because I don't have the ability to film and do this at the same time. And then when I messed up, I showed my junk by accident, so I was like, I don't think that's YouTube appropriate. I don't think we're that close yet, guys. But anyways, just got done working. It was a good day. I feel amped. I feel good. She's keeping watch. But yeah, so starting off work today, I was gonna go get a car wash. But then my car was like pretty clean. And the main reason I get car washes is because they just have a really good vacuum. So I could like vacuum, and I could use a vacuum for free since I have a subscription to the car wash. But it was all pretty clean, so I was like, I'll just start working. So I went to H Mart. I got some stuff. And like, there's this guy, or I follow his girlfriend on Instagram. She does tattoos. Like, I just randomly found one of her videos on Instagram once, like a year ago or something. And it was super funny. It was like a skit or something, and she does cool tattoos, so I followed her. And then I saw her boyfriend, who works in the same tattoo parlor, was having like a flash sale. So I was like, yeah, I should go. It's like just today, like doing like all these like sick tattoos like for super cheap. So I was like, yeah, I should go get one. I haven't got one in a while. So I was like, I'll work. He said he was going to be there till midnight. So I was like, I'll work until around like maybe like 10 or 11 or something, and then drop in and get one. But my gut was telling me to go straight there, and my mind was telling me, like, bro, if you show up at like 10, like there's probably going to be like a line of people and they won't be able to get to you by 12. So I was like, all right, I wanted to get some stuff from H Mart. So I was like, all right, I'll just go to H Mart. I'll start working and kind of see if I end up around where the tattoo place is. And the first ride I got was right to there. The place is called Proud of You, LA. It was super cool. They were like super nice. I was like laughing through the whole tattoo. And it's like probably like the least painful. I got one like on my back. I've never got one on my back before, but it's probably like the least painful one I've ever gotten. And I don't know if it's just because like your back is like not painful, or if or like the guy's just really good. Like, I'm sure it's like column A, column B. Like, cause he was really good. He did it like so fast and it came out so good. So yeah, you should definitely go there. Go to Proud of You LA and ask for Black Dizster. Or don't just show up. Look him up on Instagram. The name is Black Dizster, like Dizztor or something like that. And yeah, book one with him because it's probably like the best experience I've ever had. Like, it was super fast. It was like not painful at all. Or it was like painful for like the first like 30 seconds to a minute, and then it like just stopped being painful at that point. Or like I think my body just like adjusted to it or something. And then from that point it started feeling like a massage. And then it started feeling like to the point where I felt like I was gonna fall asleep because I was like just laying there. And it literally felt like a massage. Like, I understand why people do like acupuncture and why people get like addicted to getting tattoos and stuff, because that was very it was like very therapeutic. Like, I felt great after. And like, I kind of feel like how I used to feel like after skating or something, like when your legs feel like they're eating themselves. And I just feel like good in general. But yeah, definitely look him up if you want to tat. But yeah, I went to H Mart to get I got like a smoothie to drink before getting the tattoo because they say that you're supposed to eat before because of your blood sugar or something. So I was like, oh, this should do the trick. And maybe that is why it didn't hurt. Or, I don't know. But also I think the reason it didn't hurt is because I think my most concentrated bit of muscle is in my back because like I don't really exercise. Like I don't really have muscle anywhere. Like I actually don't exercise at all. But like I think my back is like just like the buffest part. It's not buff, but it's just like the strongest muscle in my body because I think your back pretty much like supports your body pretty much. If you don't, unless if you have like an abdomen, like then that's what supports your body. But I don't have an abdomen. He's staring at me like, why are you talking so much? We never talk. Yeah, I like never talk to them. I just, that's how I communicate with them. But yeah, like the most muscle is in my back from holding up my body. So that might be why it didn't hurt because it was like my back. But yeah, I went to H Mart. I got some noodles. So I'm gonna make those right now. And this is my mom's. So next time you come here, Mom, I gotta remember to give this back to you. But I brought this because I knew I was gonna buy some tofu. And that way I could just like not have to stop at home and drop it off. Like there's like an ice pack in here, so it keeps it pretty much like refrigerated. So it still feels cold. But yeah, Mom, remember to get that back next time we meet up. Next time you come by. Or if I go to your house first, I'll give it to you. And also I got some kimchi. Some vegan kimchi. Which I didn't realize... excuse me. I didn't realize that kimchi wasn't already vegan. Like I figured it was and I'd been eating it, but I just realized it has fish sauce. Made from anchovies. So I've been eating, this whole time, I've been eating anchovies. Which like I'm fine with because like the way I approach not eating meat and stuff, or like I just became a vegan like a few months ago, but I've been vegetarian for like 10 years, or I was like on and off for like probably like 5 years, and then for the past like 7 or 8 years I haven't eaten meat at all. But it's kind of like a pact between me and animals. Like it's not a health thing, and it's not really a political thing either, even though I would like for the situation of animals to be better in how they are. Like I'm not like, yeah, I feel like that situation should be better, but that's not why I don't eat meat. It's kind of like a decision I made in a very spiritual time in my life when I had been fasting, and I kind of came to it was kind of like a decision I made. It's like kind of like between just me and animals. Like it felt weird eating animals, and I really liked animals at the time, and I still do. But I kind of just decided like, yeah, I don't need to eat you guys. Feel weird eating you guys because I also like to hang out with you guys. So that's why I became, ew, it's heat. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? But what was I saying? Like, yeah, that's why I became vegetarian. So it's not a political thing and it's not a health thing. So like if I mess up and eat an animal product without knowing, I'm not like hard on myself about it. Like I'm not like, oh my God, like I ate meat. It's just like, oh, whatever, like I made a mistake. I just won't eat that again. It's kind of like a sacrifice that I'm making in my life. Like I can give that up. Like it's not like a crazy thing to give up. And in turn, I don't know if it makes me vibe better with animals, or I don't know if I get anything out of it other than maybe the peace of mind that I do it. But I say all that just to say that like I'm not super like militant about not eating meat. I won't do it. That's my decision. But if it happens, like by accident, I'm also not like, no, like I have eaten meat during this time, like by accident. Like one time me and my sister got pupusas and they mixed up our pupusas. Like for some reason, like I got two and she got two, but they mixed up the ones that I got and my sister got meat ones, and I ate a full one of hers without realizing it. And then she had one that had beans in it and she's like, I didn't order this. And I was like, oh, I must have ate yours. I didn't even realize it was meat. So like, yeah, I have eaten meat, but it's like whatever, like it's fine. Like, and I don't have a problem with people. Like, I'm not like advertising to be vegetarian or anything. Like, make your own decisions. Like, I'm not against eating meat. Like, I actually think I think humans are meant to eat meat. Like, it's like people who eat meat, I think it's healthier to eat meat in a healthy way than it is to just not eat meat. Like, I'm not making this decision because it's going to be better for my health. It's like a sacrifice with all the downsides that come with it. So I say that all to say that I'm not beating myself up about eating fish sauce. But yeah, I really am thankful to live where I live because there is a lot of look at the mess they made. Ew. But I am thankful to live where I live because there are so many like vegan options, which are never open by the time I do want to eat. Like I always like work so late that any place that like has like awesome vegan options is usually closed by now. And I usually just end up getting like Thai food or something because there's a 24-hour Thai food place by where I live. But yeah, I used to. This is pretty much like my cat's like eating station right here, like up on this counter. I used to, or like I like putting it here because I used to put it on this mat on the floor, but then when he came along, he was like a little too wild, so like they would like run around here, and like no matter where I put it, he would always knock the dry food over and spill it all over the place. So then my sister bought this thing. Where is it? Back there. You see that white thing? It's like one of those like pet feeders. It's like up on it's like lifted from the ground. So I was using that for a while. But then I just went back to just like putting the food on the counter because it's just like annoying having to clean that thing all the time. Like I would just always have to clean it because stuff is gonna spill into it, and I have to take the thing apart, clean the whole thing, put it back together all the time. And that's not even the main reason. I would have kept doing that, but the main reason I stopped is because like bugs come in, and you can still see like I put like a line of Chinese chalk around where the mat was to keep like bugs away, which doesn't work on the bugs that come around here. Like I get like these tiny little roaches. Like thank bejesus they're not like those big roaches. They're like little roaches, but they're still gross. And they come in through like under the floor here and under the floor here. So like no matter where I put the mat of food, like pretty much anywhere you put it on the floor, it's gonna attract more bugs that way. So I put it back on the counter because I get much less bugs that way. And then I bought these things, which seem to have made a little difference, maybe, but it's not eliminating the problem. So I definitely need to get like something else, like just like something like I have this right here that my sister got when my cats got fleas, but it's like a thing that you just like. I guess you just close all the windows and then you let it like pretty much fumigate your apartment, and it should kill. I assume it would kill the bugs I get also, but I just haven't got a chance to use it yet because it said the instructions say you have to like take your pets and everything outside for like 2 hours or something. And I just haven't had 2 hours to just like sit in my car with my cats or anything like that. So maybe I'll use that one day. But I've seen these things that like there's like something you could squeeze along all the cracks and stuff that would also kill the bugs. I just need to buy another thing because I haven't been like very, very active in my bug killing duties. Which that's something I do now. Like I used to like never kill bugs, like because like where I lived before, we never got like roaches in the house. Like there would be some outside, and there would be like rats outside sometimes too. But the most we would get inside, I remember we got a lizard once. But the most we would get inside the house is like spiders and stuff like that. So you don't really have to kill spiders or anything like that. But like the roaches and stuff, like now I'll definitely just like flush them down the toilet and stuff. Like it was cool because my cats used to just like attack them, but you know how cats are with hunting, like they kind of just do it for fun. So when it's not fun anymore, they don't do it anymore. So they don't really like they don't really care. Like they've never done that. But Harker, every now and then he'll eat them. But he'll eat anything. Where'd he go? But anyways, Indy's enjoying his little foam bed. And what is this? Majora's Mask? Yeah. Got some nostalgia going. But oh yeah, and it's funny, my last ride that I gave, what's it called? It was like this dude from like New York. He lives out here, but he was like on the way to like some meeting or something. And what's it called? And it's funny because he had like an intern with him. Like when I pulled up to pick them up, there was like another guy with him. And then the guy that was with him decided, or like the guy didn't come with him, like it was just the one guy, and he was talking about how, like, oh, like that's my intern, and like he said he had a stomach ache so he didn't want to come, and like we were just like talking and stuff. And it's just funny, a thing you encounter in life is there's people who do what they want to do, and there's people who, how do I put this, the guy who I gave the ride to is a determined individual who's going to do what he has to do to get to where he wants to be. The guy who didn't come is the guy who most likely he wants more food, but as you can tell, he's well fed enough and he can learn patience and wait a little longer. They have all that dry food. I'll give him some more wet food in a second. But pretty much the guy that didn't come, or like this is the thing you encounter in the youth, is you'll meet people who are extremely determined in what they want to do, and they're like doing what it takes to get there. And then there's other people who like kind of just want to have fun, and like they don't really care about the ultimate goal, but they like how it feels to look like they care. And like it makes you cool to like seem like you have something going on. And maybe you do have something going on, and maybe you do kind of care about it, but you care more about having fun and like looking like someone who's on that wave. And it's funny because he was saying like the guy had a stomach ache and didn't want to come. And he was like, that's why I'm taking the Uber. Like, the whole reason I even pay him is because he was supposed to drive me, but he didn't want to come. And it's like, yeah, like he probably, like, I mean, I don't know the guy, but just from life experience, I can assume he's probably just a guy who's just doing this because it looks good on your resume, and it gets you more in like the cool crowd, kind of like you can kind of I don't know, you can look like you have something going on, and it's better for going out and meeting girls and stuff like that. And who knows what path that guy will end up on, but the guy I gave a ride to is gonna get to where he wants to go because he's determined to. And it's not about how he looks. What as good as he like styles himself and as good as or as much as he cares about how he looks, it's not about that. It's about getting to where he wants to be. And this is interesting. I feel like that's a big thing in your 20s. And some people figure it out earlier than others, but you really do realize what you care about and what you want. And you'll just not be a person that's like jamming stuff up for other people because you want to look like you have something going on. I mean, I don't know. Some people are just like that for their whole life. But I'm like having a hard time getting to my point, but pretty much I'm just saying like it's interesting how like it's not even interesting, but it's just like it's just something you notice like growing up. Like some people are more determined than others, and some people will really. There's people who do what they need to do to get to where they want to be, and there's people who kind of like already are where they want to be and aren't going to do anything more if they're like a little uncomfortable or if it's a little inconvenient for them. And if you're the latter, hopefully you realize soon what it is you really want so you're not in the way of people who really want to get there. Because like as long as you're like half-assing something, like you're in the way of someone who really cares about it and is going to do whatever they need to do to get there. So like you're better off just realizing that you don't care about these things and just being yourself, and it'll be a load off your back and it'll be a load off the backs of people that you're holding back by being in the way. But anyways, like me, for example, I don't have anything crazy going on because I don't want to. Like I'm pretty happy where I'm at. Like I don't have a lot. Like I live in a little apartment. I have some cool cats, some cool companions. I have a car, and I have a way of providing for myself that I thoroughly enjoy. And like I won't get rich being someone who gives rides, but I don't care about that. Like, and maybe one day I'll regret it. Like maybe one day, or not regret, but maybe one day I might be like, oh, I wish I had done more. But I don't think I will because like I wouldn't even be here if I didn't like what I was doing so much. And I kind of have to do what I like in order to keep going. Or like if I'm too bummed on what I'm doing, I'm not the kind of person who could just do something that they hate for years on end just to survive or whatever. Like I'd rather just be in a worse situation than hating every day. So like I know, and I don't want anything crazy. Like people who have offered me like large amounts, or like people have offered me a lot to like do what they're, or to like be a part of their team, like to pretty much do what I do already, but to do it for them. And I turned them down because that would take away from what I enjoy about it. Like I don't want to be somebody's like chauffeur, and I don't want to be someone's like personal driver. Like the freedom of what I do is what I love so much. It's a part of what I love so much. Really, like just the whole package of how I live my life. I love. And look, it's self-cleaning. And like I don't need a lot. Like I connect with people, I meet people. It's great. I can afford to live where I'm from. Like, it's cool. Like, and I feel like that's the thing that a lot of people, it's like pretty cliche also, but like in life, you realize that, and like, of course the whole money doesn't buy happiness thing it's a little bit BS. Like, you're better off having money and being unhappy than not having money and also being unhappy. But it's true. Like, money doesn't buy happiness. You still need it. And like, it's not something to shrug off. Like you can't just entirely dismiss money. Like, you need money, and it does affect how happy you are, how much you have. But it's more fulfilling to have less and be fulfilled by every day than to have more and just hate what you're doing every day. Like, if you hate your life every day and you have more money, and there's different situations. Like, sometimes you have responsibilities, you have people who depend on you, you have things you have to take care of, that you have to sacrifice how you feel every day in order to provide for that. And that's totally admirable. But like, for me personally, like, I don't need, I'm like doing pretty well within my means. I'm not in a position where where anybody else depends on me. Like, it's all just me pretty much. So, me and them. And I'm in a position where I can provide for all of us, and I'm extremely thankful to be where I am. And I feel like I don't want things. I mean, on a basic level, every human being wants the same thing, but on a more like specific level, I don't really care for the things that everybody thinks they need to make, or not everybody, but people. Like, I go to concerts, I get to see my favorite bands live, I get to be my own boss, work as I want to work, doing one of the things that I love the most. Like, I've loved driving since the first day I drove. I've been driving for half of my life, and I've always loved it. I get to do that every single day, how I want to do it, where I want to do it, and I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful to live in today's age where technology can afford me the luxury to do so. And I'm gonna ride this wave out for as long as I can. I know Uber has self-driving cars in the works. I see Waymos and Cocos every single day. And yeah, it's only a matter of time before Uber and Lyft start using self-driving cars also, and I lose that job. But I'm a surfer. And you surf the wave till it crashes, and then you surf the next wave. So, yeah, this is a long rant. If you're still here, leave a comment, because I'm curious to know who the hell actually listened to this whole thing. Except for my mom, you don't have to leave a comment. I know you're going to watch the whole thing. All right, bye.